How to make money with house hacking. Residential real estate has long been known as a wealth builder. You buy a home, and as property values rise over time, so do the profits you eventually stand to gain. It's a perk that's particularly noticeable in today's market, where home values are up over 19% in just the last year. But selling a house isn't the only way to make money off of homeownership. With a method called house hacking, there may be a way to generate even more money from your property. What is house hacking? House hacking is an investment strategy where you buy a home using a low down payment residential mortgage and then rent out the home to generate income. Many consumers use it as a long-term investment strategy to both make money off of the property and also cover the costs of the mortgage. You're basically purchasing a house with a very low down payment that you can eventually turn into an investment property, says Devin Moreno, a longtime house hacker and owner of Profusion Real Estate in Baltimore. Step 1. Get your finances in order. To start, you'll need to check your credit, as conventional loans require at least a 620 credit score and FHA loans require a minimum of 580, at least if you want the smallest down payment possible. If your credit scores aren't there yet, you'll need to work on improving it, which could take a bit of time, so make sure you check your credit scores well in advance. Another thing you'll need to do is make sure you have enough savings on hand. Moreno recommends enough to cover at least 3 months of your future property's costs in case you can't find renters right away, have a tenant who fails to pay, or come across other struggles. Your mortgage lender might also require that you have cash reserves before it'll approve your loan. Step 2. Get a mortgage. The next step is to get pre-approved for your mortgage. This requires filling out an application with a lender, agreeing to a credit check, and submitting various financial documents. Once you're done, the lender will let you know if it's willing to loan you money, i.e., whether you're pre-qualified, give you an estimate of your loan costs, and how much you qualify for. You can use this as a guideline for your property search since you'll know how much house you can afford to buy. Though both FHA and conventional loans can be options on a house hack, Moreno typically uses conventional financing on these ventures. For one, it comes with a smaller down payment, 3% of the purchase price compared to 3.5%. Step 3. Find a good agent. Partnering with a real estate agent should be next on your list. Ideally, one who understands house hacking and has experience working with investors. Get a realtor who understands what house hacking is, Moreno urges. It's not just simply looking at rooms but analyzing it for a long-term investment. An experienced agent can also help you find, screen, and place tenants once you have your property. This can reduce vacancies and help your property be more profitable. Step 4. Research your market. You next need to determine where you'll purchase your property. As Olhausen explains, do market research first to make sure fair market rental values will be sufficient to cover your mortgage. Researching local zoning laws is critical, too, as some communities do not allow rental properties. You should also study tenant protections and other laws that may impact your rental efforts. After you have done the math and know that your investment will be financially sound, make sure to understand your local and federal tenant laws, Olhausen says. Step 5. Find the right property. Finally, it's time to find the property you want to house hack, the most important piece of the puzzle. For this part, Moreno recommends analyzing properties as purely rentals. This ensures you'll make income off the property when you move out, and it also covers you in case of vacancies. You want to make sure the property gets you to zero rent, or at least remotely close to that, while you're living there, he says. That means once you're done living in it, you will have cash flow. When analyzing a property, consider its rent potential, the mortgage it would come with, and the costs to maintain the home. Doing the math is a key element to success, says Evelyn Fred, a broker associate with Baird & Warner. Factor in all the costs, including insurance, property taxes, common area maintenance, and operating expenses. Step 6. Close on your loan. Once you've made an offer and the seller has accepted, your lender will order an appraisal, underwrite your loan, and schedule a closing date. This is when you'll sign the paperwork, pay your down payment and closing costs, and get the keys to your property. Step 7. Move in and find tenants. Last but not least, you'll move into the property and work with your agent to find and screen tenants. When screening, Olhausen recommends conducting a background check, a credit check, and employment verification for each possible tenant. A successful tenant-landlord relationship is made up front, so make sure you do your due diligence, Olhausen says. Just keep in mind that this will add an extra cost and could impact your investment's profitability. Like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel.